Happy High Point Wednesday to you. Just about time for the area's only live local talk and entertainment show, Virginia. This morning we are kicking into high gear. I'm Amy Lacey with Mr. Bill Bevins, of course, is with me today. Hey, Mr. B.
Good morning. You mentioned High Point Wednesday.
Yes.
We used to call it Hump Day, but then we know, well, it's kind of the high point of the week, and then whew, it goes down. So that's why we call it that, and we're looking forward to it again this morning. Hello to all our friends and viewers, whether you are watching us from home, work, or working from home, or if you're watching us on wtvr.com. Thank you for making CBS 6 your source for news and entertainment. We do appreciate you.
I like the thinking of high point of the week, and then we're trickling down. We're going, you know, we're driving. We're moving towards the weekend, which will be great.
Coasting towards
Coasting to the weekend.
It's downhill from here, baby.
Well, I'm thinking about this weekend. I'll be going to the Steelers-Commanders game, so I am very much looking forward to that. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
That should be a good game, too.
Well, I mean, they've both been doing really, really well.
Yeah.
So, you know what? I think...
and you're a Steelers fan, because
well, I'm a Pittsburgh native,
yeah.
but, you know, I also fraternize with Commanders fans, so, you know.
And you do have a Richmond guy as your quarterback a little bit, too.
Yes,
Russell
we
Wilson.
do.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. So, you know what? There's always like, what is that 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon kind of thing? There's always like 6 degrees of Richmond. There's always some kind of connection.
Some way to tie it all together.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what we're going to try to do today.
Yeah.
Tie it all together.
Yeah, we're going to start with a preview for you, let you know what's going on. Kristen Lars is going to help us get started this morning. Hey, Kristen, happy Wednesday to you.
Happy Wednesday to you as well. I heard you talking about the Steelers-Commanders game. Russell Wilson, right?
Yeah.
I feel like everybody's just kind of a fan of him. He's pretty good. All right, well, I'm here with Christy Holton and Jamie Burton, and they are excited about their upcoming 2024 Turkey Trot and the 5K Run Walk and Roll. They will share all the details still to come on our live show. Amy, Bill, back to you.
All right, thank you very much. We love to be everywhere you are. This is when we get a chance to see what kind of fun things you've been doing, having fun with your friends and family. We have some great submissions to share from our viewers, like this one.
Oh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Hey.
It's not friends or family or a pet. All right, we'll find out what that's all about coming up in our second half hour.
Well, he is an American chef and former football cornerback. He hung up his cleats and now has become a popular star on the Food Network. Today we'll share our conversation with Eddie Jackson, who talks about everything from wings to wine. Find out what makes his favorite list coming up.
Find out what wine to pair with wings. Now let's send it outside to CBS 6 shorts and short sleeve shirt. Tom Patton is out there.
That's right. And tomorrow I probably will do the same.
Good.
Amy, quick question.
Yeah.
I love Pittsburgh. I'm not from Pittsburgh, but I love that city.
It's a great
Pittsburgh
place.
Is a gem of a town.
Yes,
it's got
it is.
everything in it. It's a beautiful little town with the rivers, and it's got the big buildings if you like that. It's got great food. It's got that market. There's a market down there. What's that market called? There's
Well,
like
the Strip District is the warehouse district where you can find any kind of food that you've ever wanted to in your life, or any kind of anything.
It sounded like there was a but coming. I love that town, but.
No buts.
No, okay.
No. I mean, I'm not necessarily a Pittsburgh sports fan. That's it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't dislike them. I mean, there was a day when I was a kid I did, but now they're fine. You know.
It's a fun town. It is very different from the one that I grew up in. When you would drive towards it and you would kind of see that orange smog from the smokestacks of the steel.
Not anymore.
Yes.
That's good.
Now it's cool.
Yeah. And the three rivers. Can you name them?
Yes, the Allegheny, the Ohio, and the Youghiogheny. Oh, no, the Monongahela, excuse me. Youghiogheny is closer to where I'm from, so that's their 4 rivers. I'm glad
you can even pronounce all of that.
Yeah.
That's good.
And they all come together, the 3 at Point State Park. It's beautiful.
Okay, excellent. We're getting our Pittsburgh lesson today. I love it, though. I'm telling you, great town. All right, especially this time of year, summer, all that stuff, great in Pittsburgh. Let's show you what's going on here weather-wise, man. We've got another glorious day here. If you're digging the warmth in November, man, we got another day or 2 yet. Nice blue skies out there right now. I'm standing right next to a beautiful orange maple tree that you can't really see, but that's okay. 65 degrees already, sunshine, A little bit of a breeze out of the south-southwest. Look at that wind flow. That's from the warm direction. So we're going to heat up again today into the 80s likely, the lower 80s. Some showers off to the west, kind of slow moving with the cold front. High pressure is kind of bumping against that, so we're still nice and warm with that nice warm flow of air. That front will come through probably tomorrow and bring some cooler numbers for us by Friday. But there are the showers, and believe it or not, we have a chance for a few showers tomorrow. How about that? Slightly better chance than slightly. All right, I'll show you that in a second. Low 80s today, good looking day. We'll go about 82, and I think we can see the low 80s again tomorrow before the cooler air starts to settle in. And then once it does come, we'll see some showers here. So I'll go right to that. And there you go, Thursday afternoon. Now, don't get too excited, but there'll be a chance for a few showers out there right into tomorrow evening. And then that moves on, and we should be good to go by Friday. And it's just gonna be cooler, and cooler for the upcoming weekend as well. But man, I tell you what, 82, 80, record high today is 82, so we might match that. 50s at night and 40s. In fact, we don't hit freezing at all this week, and daytime highs in the 60s, and we'll probably get back to those 70s by the beginning of next week. All right, on this High Point Wednesday, Virginia This Morning will continue right after this.
Hello, sunshine. Happy Wednesday to you. Virginia This Morning is the place where you can find out what's trending in and around our community. We want to welcome you to the show today. I'm Amy Lacey with Mr. Bill Bevins.
Absolutely. We have a unique opportunity, folks, to feature some interesting things on our live show. There's always something that you can enjoy when you tune in each weekday morning from 9 to 10 a.m. We were talking a little bit with Tom there, and this is typical for Richmond. You know, it's like we had some freezing weather. We haven't actually had a hard frost at our house. Some of the plants outside still looking pretty good.
Some of the plants are still kicking. So.
Yeah, but I'm thinking maybe we're going to start bringing in some, while it's nice and warm this week, and get that done.
Yeah.
I had a question, because
Yeah.
we have two big plants that we put out in the summertime, bring them in the winter. And last year I brought in a bunch of bugs with them.
Okay.
So am I supposed to dig down in that dirt and clean that out?
I am the wrong person to ask because I don't ever have any plants, outdoor plants, that make it to this time of year that would have to come in. So the next time that I am at Colesville Nursery for a segment, I'm going to ask them just that.
That'll be too late for me.
Well, you know what? Hopefully by then there won't be bugs taking up residence in your home.
I brought in some last year.
They might be
maybe
living
if I
there
dig down an inch or two and then put some fresh on top.
Probably a good idea.
That's what we're going to try.
Yeah, let's do that this year.
Let's try this. Great time to do a recap for those of you who are just tuning in.
It is the season of football and tailgating, and Food Network star Eddie Jackson shares a few things that you would include on your next game day menu. We'll find out what makes his list a little bit later on today's show.
But wait, there's still more. Right, Kristen?
Exactly, that's correct. I'm here with Christy Holton and Jamie Burton. They are with the organization We Heart Harley and Friends, and they have a special Turkey Trot 5K run walk and roll on Thanksgiving Day. We'll share the details. Back to you.
Okay, we should ask them if they knew about the plans. I'll get to that later. I'll be asking everybody.
Somebody has to know.
Somebody knows. All right, the first Wednesday of a new month can only mean one thing. Get ready for this week's word game. Where'd that come from? Okay, for you at home, here's how we play our game. I mentioned a word and or a phrase that you probably heard and used in conversation, and you have to figure out the origins of that word, where it comes from. So today we got a phrase for you, and it is face the music, young lady.
Oh my goodness, the anxiety
face
every time
the
this
music.
segment comes up.
All right, time for you to face the music. Where'd it come from?
The first thing that I think of, and it's very Richmond-centric, is the Bird Theater and the Mighty Wurlitzer coming up from the pit. And so I would think that this has to do with a theater reference, that it's coming up from the pit. Not necessarily that it started at the Bird Theater, but maybe just in that industry. Because back in the day, you know, when it was silent films, the organ would create the sound, the soundtrack to it live. So I'm thinking something like that.
The Mighty Wurlitzer.
The Mighty Wurlitzer, and I love that so many people know that about Richmond. I mean, random people who I will meet all over the place, they will say, oh, we've been there, we love the Mighty Wurlitzer.
The Mighty Wurlitzer.
It's very important.
All right, well, she might be right, but I kind of doubt it. We'll have to take a quick break. See you on the other side. All right, folks, welcome back to our midweek edition of Virginia This Morning. The time is almost here for the ballpark warming party, celebrating Codes for Kids, presented by Puritan Cleaners and the Richmond Flying Squirrels. There will be lots of fun, live music, and something kind of special for everyone. We'll be collecting your donations of gently used coats that will be cleaned, repaired if necessary, and then distributed this season to children and families who need them. All right, mark your calendar. The ballpark warming party is this Saturday, November 9th from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. in the parking lot right there at the Diamond. All right, here's Amy's latest conversation with our friends from Bryant and Stratton College.
This segment is sponsored by Bryant and Stratton College.
In recent times, companies all over have had to explore new and alternative ways to move their businesses forward. While there have been massive shifts, markets are still seeing growth across many industries and in many fields, especially within the business, marketing, and tech sectors. If these career fields interest you, our friends at Bryant and Stratton College have some fantastic program offerings that can prepare you for career success. With me today to talk about them is the college's market director, Beth Murphy. Hi, Beth. Thank you for coming in today.
Great to be here, Amy.
Why do you think there is so much growth in these fields?
Well, as a business girl myself, I'm thrilled to see it. I think it's just because we as shoppers have changed dramatically. You think about how e-commerce has exploded, and then also how we're working has changed. We're working more from home. That changes how we need to look at the advertising, the marketing, how a business is structured, and IT support. So I'm just thrilled to see that these areas are having this type of transition.
What kinds of programs do you have at Bryant and Stratton that will help folks get on this career path?
Well, obviously we have the business and the hospitality and human resources, but digital marketing, the IT. So all opportunities both at the associate level as well as the bachelor's level that you can either enter these fields or you can maybe move up in these fields.
So you get your degree, you get your diploma, you have that education, then there's the employment piece. It's changed a lot over the years in how you actually get that position. How does Bryant and Stratton prepare students for that part of the equation?
I think we do a really good job of never forgetting that we are a career college and that people came to us for a career. So students will see their entire time with us. Employers on campus will be working with them. We do things like build an e-portfolio so that you're relevant when you're talking to employers. Your final semester, you're doing an internship so you can build your resume and also just put that classroom experience into, practice. And then we're going to work with you hand in hand as you graduate and enter that workforce.
Bryant and Stratton College also has so many partners out in the community, those employment partners. How does that then benefit the students who are going through your programs?
Our employer partners are awesome, and of course they have huge buy-in to us because the majority of our graduates are staying in this area, so these are their future employees. They help let us know, hey, you need to be looking at digital marketing because we're shifting how we're doing marketing. So they impact the classes that we offer, the programs of study that we offer. Some of them are faculty members for us, and then of course they provide internship and job placement opportunities for our students once they graduate.
You are always taking this information about trends and what is happening in the world and employment out to the community. You have a very special Lunch and Learn coming up that folks can learn more about this.
I love our Lunch and Learns. They're a great opportunity for people to come to the campus, meet faculty, staff, an employer, and just, I don't know, just really dig a little bit deeper right into a topic. So on November 13th, we will have a lunch and learn, and then we'll also have an after-hours session. And so people can come by the campus and just learn more about the programs of study that we offer.
What a wonderful opportunity to get folks in there. They can kind of dip their toe in the water, see if this is something they want to do, and then when the time is right, go for it.
Exactly. Now RSVP, because there's also a free meal involved, but I want to make sure I've got food for you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much,
Thank
Beth,
you.
for coming in here, sharing such important information for education and then employment.
Thank you.
Join Bryant and Stratton College for their Lunch and Learn happening Wednesday, November 13th at the Richmond campus. There's one at noon and one at 5:30. For more information, give the team a call at 888-839-1718 or visit the website bryantstratton.edu. Connect on social media as well. And stay with us. There's more Virginia This Morning right after the break. If you watch us enough, you know it. Virginia This Morning loves being everywhere you are, checking in with you and seeing all the fun and exciting things that you've been up to.
So please continue to send in your photos so we can share them here on our live show.
Well, today we're going to start with Reagan Pritchett. Shared this photo. She has been participating in a lot of fall activities. Look at that one. That's, I think, Winnie the Pooh. That is a pumpkin that she painted. And
Pooh pumpkin.
So cute.
All right, the Wildlife Center of Virginia gave us this update. Their bear cubs are getting ready for winter. You thought your grocery bill was expensive. They're going through about 980 pounds of food a week.
That cub's growing.
980 pounds a week of food.
You gotta feed the baby bears. Get them through the winter.
Wow. All right.
Well, lastly, Edwin Robinson is checking in with us. He was recently on a trip to Sorrento, Italy. If you were watching this morning, Edwin, buongiorno. It is so gorgeous there in Italy. Looks like you had a great time.
Congratulations on that.
Yeah, having fun with your family, friends, and pets. We like to share in the adventures while staying connected to you.
All right, here's what you need to do. Send us a video, a picture, or a comment to our Virginia This Morning Facebook or Instagram page, or you can email us at virginiathismorning@wtvr.com.
Well, you know what? It is that time of year to set up for a tailgate party, whether you're in the parking lot of a stadium or the comfort of your own home. There is nothing like a game party spread as you cheer on your favorite team.
Recently, our very own Evan Armour spoke to Eddie Jackson. He's a former football star who has now hung up his cleats and working on some food on the Food Network. Here's what he had to say.
Good morning, Eddie. Thank you so much for being with us here in Richmond.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing awesome. I love the spread in front of you. It looks amazing where you are. You are ready for a tailgate. Let's start right off the bat and say, what is it that makes a good tailgate?
Well, I like to call myself the tailgate pro. I have a cookbook that's all about tailgating, home gating. So there's a few tips that I'd like to share with people to make sure that they learn how to tailgate like a pro. So the first thing is casual is the key, right? So you want to focus on the food and the drink. So no matter what, you're going to have a good time. If your team loses, if the weather is bad, you're still going to make sure you have a good time. And then the second tip that I like to give people is to do high quality, high flavor upgrades. You know, just something that just takes it to the next level, but still keep it simple. For instance, I have some bratwurst that I braise in a little bit of this Boterbox Pinot Grigio, which kind of cuts through the fattiness of the bratwurst. And then I have some sliders, which is simple, but I'm upgrading the flavor by adding in a little bit of jerk ketchup, right? And then lastly, a lot of people like to order their wings, do takeout wings. I'm like, no, make your own wings. It's so simple. That way you can control the flavor of them, whether you want smoky, spicy, but then you're able to create a beautiful pairing like with this wine that I have.
Love that because I do think there are some people who have their tried and true favorites. They're going to a tailgate, they know what they want, but you can elevate things pretty easily and also try some new pairings. What else do you have to show us there?
So I love that I partnered up with Boda Wines because one, people always think of beer for tailgating, and I'm like, no, bring some wine, right? Look at this box of wine. It's easily you could transport it, right? It's easy to transport, but also you get a bang for your buck. This 3-liter box of wine has 4 bottles of wine in it. That's a whole lot of partying right there, but also the quality is really good, and you can create these beautiful pairings like this Pinot Grigio that we have here. Pretty much goes with anything. You know, doesn't matter what the food you have, what the spread you have, you can have a pairing with this Boda Pinot Grigio. And then for something like this Revolution, which is a red blend, that's when you have something that's a little bit smoky, a little bit spicy, and that's going to be a beautiful pairing as well. And that's why I like this Boda brand because it has a lot of flavor. You can go high end and have it for dinner, or you can bring it out to the tailgate.
Yeah, no kidding when you say easy to transport. Is that like a handle at the top that I see there?
Yeah, it has a handle on the top.
That is ready to go. I love that. Well, let's talk about
no nothing. You don't have to worry about anything.
Making it easy for us. Why not? Just throw it in a car, no glass, don't have to worry about that. Perfect for the tailgate or anytime. Well, let's talk about the season, football coming up. How you feeling about it? Any favorites or anything that you're looking out for?
I'm actually a 49ers fan, so my season has been a little up and down. But for me, this has been a great football season, only because there's so many different teams now that are good and not just one or two like it's been in the last couple of seasons. So you have the Baltimore Ravens. Obviously, you have the Chiefs. You have the Falcons. You have the Bears are looking pretty good right now. So it's so many different teams that are looking like they have a good road to get to the Super Bowl. And that makes the season that much more exciting.
What do you think it is about a tailgate that brings people together and just makes it that much more fun for a game?
Look, this is my favorite time of the year. Obviously football, but also tailgating. Because, you know, a tailgate is all about just camaraderie with friends. You're hanging out. The weather is always nice. And this is seriously my favorite time of the year. That's why I wrote a cookbook about it.
Tell us a little bit about the book.
So my book is called Game Day Eats, which is like how to home gate like a pro. And there's a lot of these delicious recipes that you have here. And actually taking those recipes and some of these things that I created, like these wings, which you can find on bodabox.com, and it goes with the wine. Create these delicious pairings, right? And I thought it was fun to partner up with them because I love the brand, high quality wine, and then I can pair it with some of my delicious recipes from my book.
Tell us now where we can go for some more information.
So you can find my wing recipes on bodabox.com/football, and you'll see the recipes that I created, and then go grab you some Boda wine and see exactly how that pairing takes off.
Patty, thank you so much for your time this morning for some great recipes, some great ideas and pairings. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Big thank you to Evan. All right, so Amy, what's your favorite food to enjoy at the old tailgate?
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm from Pittsburgh, so probably something like pierogies. Okay. Which, you know, kind of gets you in the mood for football and, you know, that kind of a thing. And it warms you up. I haven't eaten meat, like red meat, since 1990.
So you give me yours, okay.
You can have 2 servings.
How about he showed the little individual Boda boxes, and I'm like, that is a great idea.
It really is a great idea. Yeah. I mean, and then it makes it easy to clean up too. So, yeah. But I mean, I think it's not even about what you eat, what you drink. It's just your company and the camaraderie and the friendship and the fun. You don't believe me?
No, it's definitely what you're eating there. It's got to be good stuff. All right. Well, we'll look forward to that, and you hopefully will look forward to a few minutes. We're going to take a little break, but we will be right back.
This segment is sponsored by Our Home Magazine.
The Visual Arts Center of Richmond is hosting their 60th Craft and Design Exhibition.
She said 60.
Yeah.
All right, here with us this morning to share all the details is Jordan Brown, Executive Director of the organization. And thanks for coming in this morning.
Thanks for having me.
This is exciting.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Yes, we are thrilled.
This is obviously the 60th year. This has been around for a long time. A lot of folks look forward to this every year. It's a big event, beautiful place to have it at the Main Street Station.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is a beautiful venue, and we're really proud that we've reached the 60th milestone. It started as such a tiny, tiny craft sale, and now it's grown into something really big.
And this is something too that it really has it's an opportunity to highlight just who is here and who is coming up in the art world in our community. And as soon as she sat down, I said, those earrings, I love those earrings.
Yeah.
And those are actually the featured artist, the emerging artist of this year.
The emerging artist, yeah, we normally have a featured artist every year, and we have amazing artists for that. And then we also have an emerging artist this year. Her name's Roshana, and she has a brand called Free Maiden, and you can get these at the show.
I love them. They are gorgeous. I mean, this is a place where you can get one of a kind. Like there are no two of these sets of earrings out there exactly like that.
Right, exactly. It's all handmade craft. It's all different media and artists from all over the country.
So Jordan, we're heading into that time of year, as they say. So you can go and you mentioned one of a kind. So if you've got that person on your list who has everything, she's not going to have, or he's not going to have one of these things because it's totally new and being created for this show. And what kind of price ranges are we talking about? Because you've got these beautiful earrings. Yeah. I'm a guy. I'm thinking, all right, what's it going to cost me?
What's it going to cost me, right?
Yeah. We have all price ranges, which is really nice. I think it's really accessible for a lot of people. You can certainly go there and have a shopping spree, but you can also go there and find things for just about everybody, I think, from wooden objects to clothing to jewelry to even things for kids. There's lots of really great stuff there.
And you do mention that it is all types of medium.
Yes.
So it is not just one, it is not just jewelry. It is a little bit of everything. So somebody out there can find something that they would want.
Exactly, and a lot of stuff for your home and a lot of stuff that it would be easy to integrate into your everyday life.
Yeah.
Right?
So if you go to this show, you'll want to allow plenty of time. You're coming downtown to the Main Street Station. You want to take all of that in. I imagine you do some socializing, some looking around, and you want to go through, and because you said there's all kinds of crafts there, whether it's wood or these metal earrings or pottery or whatever it is. Do you find that folks kind of hone in on one craft, or do they, pick and choose from all the different ones?
I think everyone has their own strategy, but yes, I think the thing about the show too is that it's all weekend long, right? So some people come multiple times, they have to look at things a few times, they bring one friend, they come back with a family member. But yeah, if you want to see pottery, you can just travel to all the 20 or so potters and see their work. If you really want to go for jewelry, you can focus on that. But you can stay for a long time. You can get a beer, you can get food, you can hang out with your friends. It's just a nice way to spend the day.
And it's 160 exhibitors this year?
Yes.
That's a lot.
More than last year. So it's about
Yeah.
160. So you have your hands full when you come.
So how does this just be?
Hopefully you have your hands full when you leave, too.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
How is this an illustration for the vibrancy of the arts community in this area?
I think it's huge. I mean, Richmond has an amazing arts community,
Yeah.
and we all know that. And we have this community of makers here that are creating things that are beautiful, and then they're also making lives for themselves,
Yes.
right? And so this show includes both local and national artists from all over the country, and you're able to get something that you enjoy, but you're also supporting somebody's life, right?
Yes,
you're
you
supporting
are.
someone's practice.
Your neighbor.
Right, right.
Which is really special. That person can be a mom. That person is someone's sister who you may know. So it's really just, it's keeping that support right here in our local community.
Right here, and I think we have a lot of reason to support this community, and it's important to show support for the arts here. It does a lot for this place.
Sure.
So of the 60 plus vendors and folks that have exhibits there, how many of those are from the Richmond area? Are they all from Richmond, or do they come from all over?
Oh, it's from all over. I think it's about a quarter of them are here from this area, but we have people coming from California, from New York. We have folks from all over.
Big show.
And it's, you know, I think Richmond's lucky too, because this show is kind of on a scale that's national now.
Yeah.
And so we get to see things here locally that you might never get to see otherwise.
Maybe some arts tourism is happening because people follow these kinds of shows and whoever their favorite artist is. So this is a wonderful way to introduce our city to a lot of people too, through the arts.
Exactly. Yeah, people travel for this show.
Wonderful.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Obviously, as you mentioned, some folks come kind of do a little browsing. Maybe they bring their sister or their mom or something like that with them. They come back the next day and they get what mom was kind of looking at, and that's a good plan too. Plus, it is a social event. It's obviously a beautiful venue with gorgeous things to look at through the whole time, and then there's refreshments there, and so you can have a good time. Gotta love it. Gotta love doing this. And it's 2 days?
It's 2 days. It's technically 3. We have a big kickoff party on Friday night called Patrons Preview that's sponsored by McKinnon and Harris, and that's ticketed. It's a really fun party.
Yeah.
And then Saturday and Sunday, it's all day. And yeah, you can come down to Main Street Station anytime.
We love to hear that. What a wonderful event. Thank you for sharing more information about it. I have a feeling that Bill's going to find exactly what he wants to buy.
I know somebody that likes those earrings.
The 2024 Visual Arts Craft and Design Exhibition is happening November 2nd through the 24th.
22nd.
22nd,
Yeah, there you
excuse
go.
me, through the 24th at Main Street Station.
For ticket information and more, visit the website craftanddesign.rva.com. All right, we're going to send it over to you, Kristen.
I love those earrings too.
Yeah.
Those are beautiful.
Easy now. I'm on a budget here.
They just sparkle on camera too. Well, now here's a few highlights that you will see tomorrow on our live show. The organization Art for the Journey is hosting a special art full play, Pickleball for a Cause. We'll tell you all about it. And it's a day of remembrance and honor for all who served in the United States military. We will tell you about the Commonwealth's Veterans Day ceremony. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more Virginia This Morning.
Welcome back. We Heart Harley and Friends is a nonprofit organization that supports families with medically fragile children. They're hosting a special fundraising turkey trot, and you're invited to help out this fabulous cause.
That's great. Here to tell us all about the organization and their upcoming turkey trot are Jamie Burton and Christy Holton, the founders of the organization, and we welcome them back to Virginia This Morning. Good morning, ladies. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
So tell us a little bit about the organization, the turkey trot, and of course, Miss Harley.
Okay, well, the organization started because my daughter is Harley, and she was born with a lot of complex medical issues and required nursing care, lots of surgeries, lots of hospital time, which meant that I had to quit my job and focus on her full time. Over time, we had ended up having to travel a lot for a lot of medical care. So in doing that, I learned that other families also had to quit their jobs and also needed nursing care and also had to travel for medical care. And it really does change your financial plan, and it's very hard on the family. And so we started an organization to help other people who are in the same boat.
Jamie, how did you get involved?
So I've actually been our family actually has been a long time, supporter of We Heart Harley. And my husband and I just joined the board last year officially. We've participated in the walks and then obviously financial donations, and it's something that's very near and dear to our hearts.
And becoming together, we were talking a little bit about how you became partners with not just the two of you ladies, but you're also bringing in Donna. She's a good friend and a good supporter, a good partnership there. You kind of all met going through the same thing.
Yes. Donna was another parent I met early on. Harley was 2 when we met. And yes, she's been involved in the organization, helping us get it going because she knows exactly how it feels.
Well, Christy, I followed your story professionally and personally, really from just about day one. I met Christy through a Steelers fan club here in town many moons ago.
Yes.
But something that I think, just from interviewing you over the years and sharing your story, is that there's a lot of families in our community that you don't know about because people are traveling and they're doing all of this behind closed doors a lot of the time.
Things that people do without thinking about it. families like us have to think about, is it wheelchair accessible? Are the crowds too big? Or they have all other things to think about, you know, parking situations. So it is harder for them to get out, I think. Also, it's hard to be a caregiver of a medically fragile child. It takes all of your energy. Sometimes you just don't have it left over for the fun things that other people can just go do. So it is important, I feel, for us to help them, because they fall through the cracks often, and they do need our help.
You have this beautiful support system in place for if someone has a question, or I'm sure that there's even some talking about this physician for this or this hospital for this. So there's just that network that you get going for folks.
There's also maybe a tad bit of shame in probably not being able to totally help yourself, because a lot of people do want to help themselves. And when they do need help, they didn't do anything wrong. Their child needs their ultimate care. A lot of what their child needs is completely non-negotiable. So we now take applications from people, and they fill out if they're behind on rent or utilities, or they need help with travel costs to go somewhere. All those things are things we would love to help.
And the community responded. They show up to the turkey trot. They're not only there in person, but behind the scenes too, trying to get things off the ground. They're there to help.
We're lucky to have about 500 runners on Thanksgiving morning. So it's a wonderful way to start your day, to feel so thankful and blessed.
Talk more about the event, because it is a fun time. It's a great way to get out there, get moving before the hectic part of the day starts.
Yeah, so it is Thanksgiving morning. Like I said, we have about 500 families that come. Everyone is welcome. It is a true family event. You can run, you can walk, bring your strollers.
Yes.
It is in Henrico County in Glen Ellen. It is all the way in the back of Crump Park. It's a beautiful scenic walker run, and it's a very easy event to come, even if you do have like an adaptive stroller. So,
how does Harley feel having this named after her?
Oh, she loves it.
And she just turned 18. We're talking a little bit about her just personally.
Yeah, she
Love to get to see her.
Yeah, she loves it, for sure.
Will there be other children out there who community members can meet and just show folks that these families are here in our area?
Absolutely. So it is, like I said, a true family event. We will have lots of our medically fragile families that are there and participate, which is wonderful to be able to see them out doing something fun. And please go up and speak to them. They want to say hi.
I was just thinking the stories that you probably hear, not only just to thank you for having us and for putting something like this together, but also more in depth about what their family could be struggling with and how you could possibly help them.
Yeah, we've been really blessed to be able to contribute over $350,000 to families in our area in Central Virginia. And it's very rewarding to be able to hear their story and share their story and, honestly watch them grow up. I've seen Harley since she was a small child, and watching her grow up now and seeing her have the time of her life when she's at events like this is really awesome.
And it doesn't have to be all about Harley. She has other siblings too.
Yeah, it could be about anyone in the community, really.
But this really is just another example of Richmond coming together, neighbor helping neighbor, and just looking out for the people who are in your community, and it's just such a special thing.
This is our 6th annual, so it is something that has been going on for quite a while, and it's something that we look to hope to do for a very long time.
A tradition for a lot of families on Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Thank you, ladies, so much. Of course, we wish you all the best.
Thank
Give
you.
our love to Harley as
Thank
usual.
you so much.
Presented by We Heart Harley and Friends, the 2024 Turkey Trot 5K Run, Walk, and Roll is happening Thursday morning, November 28th at 8:30 a.m. at Crump Park, 3400 Mountain Road in Glen Allen. For more information, visit virginiathismorning.com. Mr. B, such a fun morning that day.
Yeah, it's happening on Thanksgiving morning, so get out there and get that exercise. All right, here's a programming note to tell you all about. If you are looking for a segment from our show, all you have to do is visit our show website at virginiathismorning.com. It's up and running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our website is the only place you can watch Virginia This Morning. We can be viewed on the apps Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and Android TV channels, and you can watch it here as well. And if you need the app, just visit the App Store on your device and search WTVR Richmond. The best part is, It's absolutely free.
This segment is sponsored by Pentec Flooring by Mr. Fix-It.
Ready to upgrade your home? Pentec Flooring is the newest product now offered by Mr. Fix-It. Our friend Mark Benstock, the owner of Mr. Fix-It, joins us to share some great news. Good to see you.
Great to be here with you.
This is exciting because it's opening up some great opportunities for folks to get a big grade up on their garage floor.
Yeah, you're right. You know, if you've got a concrete garage floor, you have a concrete basement, or even an outside patio, sidewalk, around a pool, we are delighted to be the exclusive company for its manufacturer. It's named Pentec, and they have this amazing coating. So you can, the most common, of course, is garages, because where we live with all the homes and all the attached, or you know, and we love turning that garage from just plain into something gorgeous. When I had it done at my house, you know, my wife was just, holy mackerel, this looks amazing.
So it goes from garage to garage mahal.
Yes, it does. And so many of us use our garage for more than just parking, you know, a car. A lot of us, you know, have either, you know, workout equipment or a workshop or something. But if it's concrete, you know, smooth concrete, we can transform it. And the colors are just stunning. There's so many different varieties of options. It can even do a sports team color, and we can start a rivalry in the family, maybe.
Yeah. You know, epoxy's been a thing for years now.
Yeah.
Is this an upgrade from that?
It is definitely an upgrade from that. This is not an epoxy floor. This is the next step up. This carries, epoxy doesn't have quite as good of a warranty normally, and it also can potentially have fade issues. So with our polyurea coating from Pentec, from the manufacturer, we can give the customer a get it once, get it done right. You know, that's what we bring to the table, Bill, is as you know, customer satisfaction is super important to us. We are one of the few local companies here that have, you know, a big variety of products that we like to do, and love to serve the community for over 54 years. And at the top of our list is, if we're going to recommend something, it's got to be something that not only looks good today, but looks good for many years to come and is durable. Some of the lower cost options in the epoxy world, for example, can peel up. A lot of our customers that we are grinding off the old epoxy, and that's actually part of the process. Is we do a very light amount of grinding that takes a super thin layer of the concrete off, so that when the Pentec product is applied, it bites, and that's why we have that lifetime warranty.
So I had a friend that had epoxy done a couple of years ago. It was a process, and it took forever, and almost had to leave the house because of the fumes. How long does this take?
So the great news about our process is we'll get it done typically in a day, unless it's a monster garage. I think you've got an 8-car garage with all the sports cars, right? So that might take us, no, I'm just kidding, but that might take us longer. But other than that, the most common 2-car garage, we're in and out in a day. The customer is just amazed at how beautiful it looks, and we love being part of it.
Comes in colors, takes a day, looks gorgeous,
and it's not expensive. You know,
there it is.
No,
right,
I mean that's like that's like the best part of it is that when it comes to home improvement, you know, a lot of products are way more than this, so it's very affordable.
Lifetime warranty.
And lifetime warranty. How about that?
Fantastic.
Yep.
All right, congratulations.
Yeah.
And folks, obviously a name you trust has got something else that you can put their trust in, and they'll do a fantastic job for you. Right now, $400 off plus 24 months interest free with Pentec Flooring by Mr. Fix-It. You'll find the showroom at 10,189 Maple Leaf Court in Ashland. For more information, give them a call, 804-726-8006, or visit the website, MrFixItVA.com. Virginia This Morning returns after a quick break. In the show, we gave you the phrase, face the music. You probably know what it means, but let's find out where that comes from. All right, this is from the 1600s. American disgraced military officers had to stand at attention while facing a drum line as they were discharged of their duties. So they were drummed out while they faced the music. There it is. All right, facing the music this morning. Nothing to do with the theater.
Well, I still won today because I got to say Bird Theater and Mighty Wurlitzer on TV. So I'm going to take that as my win.
Okay. Had nothing to do with the actual event, but okay.
Glass half full, Billy.
A way to bend it around to your will. And yeah, a drum line, you know, they'd be drummed out and they had to face the music, stand there and like.
I mean, it totally makes sense, but I still think Mighty Wurlitzer has maybe.
Well, when you were saying that, I was thinking of Eddie Weaver, the guy that played the Mighty Wurlitzer. His back's to us. Thank you for the drums are being drummed out.
But if you are on the stage.
Nobody's on the stage. There was a movie screen on the stage.
But
It was another great show, folks. Thank you for watching today. Keep grasping at those straws.
I'm making the argument.
Keep going for that.
Mighty Wurlitzer.
We made it through the first Wednesday in November. Thank you to all our guests today, and most importantly, thank you for watching.
Our live Thursday show starts tomorrow at 8:56 a.m. We certainly hope to see you then. Until then, enjoy a wonderful Wednesday, and think about the Mighty Wurlitzer.
Yeah, okay.
That's what you're going to do.
Yes, ma'am, I will.
Good stuff.
All right.
Bye. Have a great day, everybody.